colors are not very, they're very, like small little bits of color. I'm going to split it one more time so that it gets, anyway, I'm going to split it one more time. So, again, find a nice middle part where it easily wants to come apart, and split down the middle. I mean, this is all going to be very, you can kind of correct as you go, so it doesn't have to be very precise, but... Okay. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to find again where the easy end is. That's the end that you want to drop from. That feels pretty good. Yeah, I think it's the other end. Yeah, okay. So now I'm just gonna like wind it into kind of a ball. Now that's gonna sit in my lap. And now we spin. So there's quite a bit of prep work now. What we want to do, this is called a leader. L-E-A-D-E-R, leader. And it's just attached to my bobbin, and it's going to draw my yarn onto the bobbin as I spin. I really hope that creaking is not going to be annoying. Alright, so what you want to do is, just see here, let me back this up a little bit. My hands are going to be about here. Okay, so what you want to do is you take your fiber and you draw like very, very thin. I mean, well, it totally depends on how thick you want your yarn, but I'm going to try and do it quite thin. So you want like, you know, just like that much. And that's going to start to spin and create the first strand. And as you pull, it will catch more and more hairs and just create this little strand like that. That's basically how it goes. So it's quite delicate, and I've got this, my leader is folded in half, and what I'm going to do is just pull my fibers through that hole back on themselves like that. And this is funny, I didn't expect to make this like a tutorial. I was just going to spin while I whispered, but I guess this is turning into a bit of a tutorial. And the lighting is getting crappy because it's getting dark out, but anyway, so as you spin, it's going to put twist in. Okay, now I'm getting a shadow here, so I'm going to, that's your first strand. It's quite thin. And now this whole thing is very twisty, and then what you end up doing when you get two of these, you spin them in the opposite direction, and they end up making a two-ply yarn, like so. And the colors will be like swirly because they'll typically be two different colors. So I'm just going to see if I can adjust my angle here so that the camera is not blocking the light. As much. Let's see. fiber is starting to split, so you just kind of, as you're working it, you just kind of let it catch those hairs. As you can see, this is quite time intensive. So to give you an idea of the yarn that I used to sell, I would spin a yarn which would take about probably 5 hours, give or take 5-6 hours to spin a yarn, and I would pay like 20 bucks US, well maybe 15, 20 bucks US for the fiber, and I would sell the yarn for like, I don't know, anywhere from 30 to 36, 38 US, depending on the yardage that I ended up getting. So, which seems like a lot, you know, I mean, I wouldn't probably pay 40 bucks US for yarn. I couldn't afford that. But when you consider the work that goes into it and the cost of materials, it's actually, like, I wasn't making any money at it, which was totally fine. Like, I wasn't doing it for money, but when I broke up with my ex and had to start working full-time again and moved out on my own and blah, 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 I didn't have the luxury of spending 6 hours on a yarn to make, you know, $20 profit. It was basically just paying for my habits at the time. And I do miss it. Like right now I'm enjoying remembering how, because when you do it regularly, it kind of becomes like a meditative activity almost. It's very soothing and mesmerizing really when you watch the watch all the colors swirl. Just this is, again, I'm rusty and this is not really, the creaking is really distracting me because I'm imagining it's probably annoying. The sound of the wheel itself is cool, you know, you can hear that, the kind of flick, flick, flick of the bobbin and everything. That to me is kind of, to me personally anyways, it's a relaxing sound, but the whole creaking is not doing it for me. Yeah, my spinning is a little bit, what do you call that, jerky. What you want to do is, this is your brake, tension brake. This will adjust how much pressure you're getting, and you want it to be drawing it on fairly quickly, but it's very, very slight adjustment that's needed. And I found as I spin, that the more, if I can handle more draw, it creates this nice, even, like, basically these fingers here are not doing much at all. All they're doing is preventing the twist called a, this is producing a worsted yarn as opposed to a woolen yarn, which, anyways, I won't get into all that, but there's different methods, and this is basically a forward, what's it called? I don't even remember what it's called really, but basically it's just sort of pulling out, you know, the fiber that I want to twist, and then smoothly easing back to let the twist get into that little bit of fiber. And as you, once you get the proper amount of draw from the wheel, it basically, you don't even have to really do anything with those fingers. The fiber just sort of flows through your fingers, and that's when it becomes very, very relaxing to do. There's very little effort involved, really. You just gotta keep it all even. Not let the twist get past your fingers. But this takes a fair amount of practice to get to the point where it comes naturally. The first time you try it, it does not typically turn out like this. I spent a lot of time spinning once upon a time, and so I got to be quite comfortable with the, you know, just sort of the hand-eye, or hand-feet coordination, really. Because the way that I'm moving this wheel, obviously, is with my feet. This is a double treadle wheel, so it's got 2 foot pedals. You can also get single treadle wheels, or just use 1 foot. So now I'm going to move this back one. So my yarn, you can't see, I'll show you when I'm done this video, but my yarn is all building up on the bobbin that's on the wheel. And that's basically all it is. There we go, it's that I'm grabbing, that I'm spinning, because the fibers are different kinds of fiber, have different staple lengths, the staple length being the length of each individual hair, and you don't want to be holding the actual hairs that you're spinning, or they don't come out smoothly. That to me looks like a human hair. That looks like one of my hairs, maybe. Come on. Or something, anyway, and that's a bit of a messy bit. Oh, whatever. first twist in yarn, then it's strong, right? You can't, well you could, but it takes a bit to break that. So if you want to have a nice smooth, you just basically untwist it back a little ways and it just slides right out. And then you get your fiber and you separate it. Oh, there goes my stomach again. You get it so that you've got some fibers that are just barely hanging on, and you you're just going and you basically just let that catch. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but you just let it catch until it's back into the. It wasn't really on camera, but basically you just let it catch until you're working from the webbing again. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because this is getting kind of uneven. When you if you get a piece that's like a little bit thicker, it really stands out when you go to apply it. At least it does to me because I'm a perfectionist. I actually envy the people who can make yarn that's like quite organic looking and like not every piece has to be exactly uniform. So this is it's too dark I think to see it, but this is basically how the yarn starts to shape up. Actually, I probably should have done the other one. It's brighter colors, but this is going to be kind of like dark, muted, earthy colors, which is what I like. So, that is spinning. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these videos without the creaking. I can try and figure out how to stop my wheel from creaking. And I also plan to do a knitting video, but I have a specific, oh sorry, I have a really bad habit of picking at my skin. I have a specific thing that I want to do a knitting video for, so I'm going to wait until I'm ready to start that. Again, I've started it probably 5 times, and anyway, maybe I'll start it now actually. We'll see. I have a feeling that my friend is going to be coming home soon from work. So, and plus, there's people walking by outside. There's a big window, and I'm sitting here with a spinning wheel and a video camera, whispering into the video camera. What? Like you've never seen anyone whisper into a video camera before? Okay, anyway, I will let you guys go for now, and maybe what I'll do is, starting right now, I'll just put up a couple pictures of yarns that I spun back in the day, just for kicks, so you can see the kind of stuff I used to make, and maybe having seen what is entailed, you can get an idea of the kind of time that went into each of those freaking yarns. But I loved it. I really do. I do. I love spinning. It's, if you've got the time to do it, it's a wonderfully therapeutic, relaxing thing to do if you've got the time and the patience. Again, it's something that you just settle into and you figure you're going to spend hours working on so, yeah, maybe I'll start that knitting video, and, anyways, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.